This is one of them.
Good. Good, baby. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the only way. You look good, Glow. Whoa. Whoa, Glow. Be media. All Roads to Chairman Tour. Coming to a city live near you. Check this out, man. I'm opening up 5 slots to the All Roads to Chairman Tour. Workshop. It's a workshop. The only qualifications you have to do is go chairman between now and October 3rd. You don't have to be in my business. I will send you a personal invite. How we feeling today? Marquita Jackson?
I'm feeling great.
How we feeling today?
I'm feeling great.
How we feeling today?
I'm feeling great.
How we feeling today?
I'm feeling great.
That's what happens when you make $1 million. You feel good! Thank you for bringing us here together collectively, Lord, and allowing for us to not only work on your goals and your vision, Lord, but allow for us to make something out of ourselves, Lord. Thank you for bringing me here together, Lord, with my family, Lord, my peers, my loved ones, and allowing for us to just continue to fill these rooms up, Lord, and fill it with love and blessings, success, and a lot of wealth, Lord. Please, Lord, forgive us of all our sins, Lord, and hope that we all get where we need to go today safe and back, Lord. Please continue to watch over, protect us, and guide us, and lead us in the right direction, Lord. Please, Lord, I pray that anyone who is sick, Lord, please allow for them to be healthy, Lord. Please touch our families, Lord. And allow for every single person in this room to go chairman and chairwoman, Lord, at the rate which you see fit, Lord. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
You know, and a lot of us, like, the main guy understands, like, yo, understand about your shot.
Really quickly, I do just want to say thank you, God. All praise the Most High, as we always say. A lot of this wouldn't be possible without you guys. And every single day, I'm always thinking about the collective. People don't even understand that. Sometimes I don't go to sleep because I'm like, I need to trade out. It's sometimes I don't sleep, or it's just so much on my mind is because I care about all of us. I care about all of our teams making money. I care about all of us gaining success. So I truly appreciate you guys, and let's keep riding this.
And now I've helped over 40, I've helped over hundreds of people go chairman in and out of my business. So I know what exactly works. I know what's kind of gonna work. I know it can get you to chairman 10. I know it can kind of get you to chairman 25, but ultimately I know what works. For you to make what you just said in your life a true reality. You said that, why, right? Because think about it. People ain't tell you, I'll tell you. I'm not the richest man in the room, I'm not the poorest man, but even my why, chairman 250 is not enough for me. So there's a certain way I have to live. There's certain things I have to do on my day-to-day basis to make sure, okay, I can continue to push the ball. Because my why is what I said. Anybody remember what I said?
Yeah.
I want to help my people hit the next level.
Coming closer. Coming closer. Coming closer. Chairman. Chairman, scream on 3. 1, 2, 3.
My words, basically, what a chairman is someone who's a visionary. You know, someone who's able to see something through. You know, that's not necessarily tangible. Also, somebody, you know, who's thinking about other people. You know, thinking about the success of other people. How, you know, they're going to position hundreds and thousands of people in front of success. And last but not least, work ethic. You know, chairman is somebody that displays work ethic every day. And, you know, a chairman is somebody, you see the lifestyle, you know, but you necessarily never get to see, you know, what it takes to really become a chairman, and it's the work ethic behind the scenes.
In order to solve a problem, you must admit that you have one, and y'all have a problem. Y'all not working hard enough. Y'all treating this business like y'all really paid $235. Instead of treating it like you paid $1 million to get in. You want to hit C250 with a P150 work ethic. Because if you're not going hard enough, if you're not talking to 20 people, if you're not yourself, forget about the team. Forget about the team, you yourself. If you're not doing 5 presentations, if 5 people isn't watching a video or getting on a Zoom that you actually do, you don't want it hard enough. You don't want it bad enough.
Each and every one of you guys, I need you, when you wake up, first thing you do, you need to pray. The person who positions themselves in front of the correct information the longest ultimately has the most success. The same exact package that Bryce got, you got it. That's all. I ain't gonna lie to me. That's all I needed to hear. Because I realized, okay, the person who positioned themselves in front of the most correct information the longest, I realized, okay, let me just sit down and be a combo, and I'm gonna listen to everything. I'm gonna be 100% submissive.
To me, being a chairman really is being somebody who not only understands how to put others for themselves, but understands how to become solution-oriented, not problem-oriented. A lot of people in life, they like to talk about problems and solve them. A lot of people like to address problems instead of talking about how to remove problems. A lot of people like to dwell on the problem instead of dwelling on what caused the problem. A lot of people like to dwell on the problem instead of dwelling on what can solve the problem, it can never appear again. To me, being a chairman is simply just somebody who's found a higher understanding of how to solve problems and the psychology behind understanding that problems are only temporary.
Everybody is motivating in 2020. I'm adding value. I'm being a coach. Everybody's a critic.
A whole lot of money. A whole lot.
Say that again so they can hear you.
It smelled like a whole lot of money. A whole lot.
You're gonna reach a level of success in this business that you never ever seen feasible in your life. You're gonna reach a certain level of income where it's gonna be like, oh my gosh. And you're gonna also have sacrifices that you're gonna take along the way. Ups, downs, left, rights. People are gonna leave the business. People are gonna join. You're gonna get into drama, whatever the case may be. But anything else, anything that has ever been, for my real believers in here, I'm talking to you now. Anything that we've ever went through, good, bad, left, right, who really helped us get through? I need you to pray every day. Especially us as a nation, you gotta. Can I be real, guys? Yeah. I gotta pay attention to what we're doing and what's going on. Forget the jury, McDonald's, the revenues. Like, put all to the side. And at the deepest core of what we're doing, after you take out of your life, are you guys paying attention to what's going on? Chip is done. Everybody, let me make it make sense real quick. How many people in the world? This is my Google crew. Google crew, how many people in the world? 7 billion people. Talking about you getting $500, $10,000 a month. You gotta think where we're going and the impact. How many people we look at impact? Everybody. And it's gonna happen in the future. Remember I told you we had in jail last month. So 500 people dream big. When you win championship, this year, God, dream big. How many people you want in your life to impact? 7 billion. So what the hell is 500 people to you? This making sense? Every day, and every day we work. What? But my job is to turn from critics to coaches. As you can see, it's a hell of a task. Denim. Can't make this shit up. I was not expecting that, I'm gonna be honest. Shout out Steph, if you ever see this Steph, my Mary's King.
Chairman is started, 2013 for I Am Master Academy. I'm pretty sure throughout the time of, before I came into this business in 2018, it just came back from leadership. Leadership holds a lot of weight when it comes to being a chairman, a chairwoman, being a servant leader, serving the people. Not only just in the business, but, to the universe, showing love, putting yourself aside, and just being there for individuals, because at the end of the day, you know, being a chairman and being a chairwoman, you went through a process. You know, in your past, there were certain things that you went through, and you know, through those experiences, you learned how to, you know, relate to others. You know, you have perspective. Being a chairman, being a, you know, a chairwoman, you know, puts you in a place where, you know, you went through the process. You've seen the wrongs, you've seen the rights, you've seen the ups and the downs, and it prepares you, and it opens and enlightens you. It opens your mindset to be able to serve other individuals that are going through what you already went through. And just being open at all times and being willing at all times to help the next person. I find it bigger than, you know, being a chairman of showing people how to trade in the foreign exchange market, you know, showing people how to invest. It's bigger than that. It's literally just helping people, you know, grow into the woman and man that they're supposed to become, even when you're not fully there, you know?
Look, man, we flew in early this morning for an event into the wrong city. Right, flew into Dallas. Whole time we supposed to fly into Austin, 3 hours away. Starboy, if you watching this, I'm sorry, bro. We all on the way though. 3 hours. About to go pick up some Red Lobster. Right now we on Instagram Live, vlogging. All right, shout out to the man behind the camera though. You know, Lloyd, shout out you.
Shout out Louis B. Media, Evans, Varsity.
Oh man, I'm sorry y'all gotta go through it with us. We got Shmoney in the front, right? Shout out Shmoney. 418, right? 418.
You can only control what you can control. I can't control if my back office is gonna switch tomorrow. I can't control if somebody is gonna enroll as soon as I get on the phone. I can't control it. What I can control if I send them the link, right? What I can control is if I expose them to the information. It's not about the people you enroll, it's about the people you expose. You gotta treat every position, every level of life like it can happen tomorrow. That's the mindset you gotta be in. That's the grind set you gotta be in. Alright? That's the amount of effort you gotta put in. That's the amount of obsession you gotta have. But if you don't, right? If you feel like it's time to celebrate, if you feel like it's time to cool your head, right? While you cooling your head, somebody's gonna come in this business and they're gonna treat Platinum 5,000, Chairman 10, right? Or Platinum 2,000. Like this is just P150 right now. They're gonna treat it like that. We gotta set our goals more, we gotta set goals higher. We gotta go over and beyond even what you're thinking right now, even what you got written on your mirror right now. So, I'm just saying, guys, ladies, gentlemen, we gotta have a certain level of we gotta treat this like it's our only.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, get it, let's get it.
Give me a bounce. You gotta give me a bounce. I gotta. Listen. You gotta get like a. You gotta get like a. Jerry, scream on 3. 1, 2, 3.
The definition of a chairman to me would be someone that, you know, they study other people that have successful results that they want. You know, the person that genuinely wants to give value, someone that genuinely wants to help somebody else live a better lifestyle. You know, of course, you know, a chairman is someone that is a person that doesn't stop. The chairman is a person that, you know, they have true dreams and aspirations and they know what it takes to go chairman. And that's why, you know, that person might be a chairman.
I'm probably with the time right. So I see the Zoom link and I might have said that. I'll be honest. Okay? But now I'll also be 100% transparent as well. Like, that one Zoom that I scrolled past, that 1 gig, that could have been the Zoom link to just help me get everything. As far as get everything, that could have been the Zoom link just to help everything click for me. Right? You gotta put that perspective on yourself. Now, that one Zoom that you miss, that key success that you miss, that could be the success to help everything click. Everyone is speaking the same language. We're all in alignment. We're all on the same page. Right? We're all one band, one sound, doing the same thing every single day. And that's what's going to come down. So you have to do these things each and every single day. Click the Zoom links each and every single day. And watch 6 months from now, Chairman 10, Chairman 25. I'm telling you. I'm not just saying that. It's like I've done it. I did it. I've literally done it. Just clicking these Zoom links each and every single day. Listening and applying. Understanding where I'm going. Educating myself. Those 3 things right there. It's that simple.
Various ages, various lifestyles. Anybody here, you feel as if your life is a little bit harder than anybody else's? We all have problems. Anybody here feel like your life is a little bit better than anybody else's? We all have blessings. But anybody in here feel like you might have been wasting your time? I'm gonna be honest. One commonality that each and every person has, they're not on this side of the room, but the ones who I'm using for this example, is there was a day, it was a firm day in their head. They decided, I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm not. And you don't have to be the wisest person in the room, the smartest person in the room, the most intelligent, the most degrees. I'm gonna be honest, you just cannot waste your time. You hear everybody talking about education. I'm gonna tell you, one thing that allowed my business to grow at an exponential rate is when I started to educate myself. Okay. How does that happen? Everybody talks about trainings. Get on trainings. On the count of 3 though, on a serious note, on the count of 3, every single person in this room, it's an energy right now, it's a frequency. You gotta position yourself with what the winners are doing. And the Chairman Scream from day one has been extremely special and precious to us now. Because before you actually work and put the work in and take those sacrifices, you have a chance to scream it out. You have a chance to scream out how hard you're gonna go the next 6 months. And for that reason, everybody in this room is going, yo, what are we gonna do with 3? Scream. We're gonna scream to the top because we understand in the next 6 what we're going to do for the next person. We understand the success and the sacrifice that we're going to have made and had. Yo, I love y'all, and we're gonna make history. This is Black Excellence, and you're a part of it. Chairman Scream on 3, 1, 2, 3!
Just a little bit about myself. My name is Imran Richie, Chairman 50 in the business. I've been in the business now for probably about a year and maybe 5 months. And I came into the business second time in. And the first time around, I necessarily, at the moment or at the time, I necessarily didn't see the vision. And the reason being is because of just life. Being exposed to, working, being exposed to jobs, not being exposed to fully what this opportunity can do for myself and those around me. So that's a little bit about, my story, just in terms of how I started, just in terms of where I am now. you know, and the story is to be continued. You know what I mean? Because it never ends. You know, it never ends. Chairman 50 is right now. You know, it's a position, it's a rank right now, it's a responsibility right now. You know, but it's ultimately more. You know, it's ultimately more people to get through the door. You know, more chairman to create, more chairman 25s, chairwoman 25s, chairwoman 50s, chairman 50s, chairman 100s. You know, so on and so forth. So really, that's where I started. That's where I am right now, and that's, you know, kind of where I'm heading. You know, kind of where I'm going. So.
I said, talk to me nice and I said, talk to me nice. Slide on me, we can take a break. Take you where you wanna go, you can pick a place. Baby, ain't no pressure, I'll take you on a date. I introduce you to a lifestyle.
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I went to Clark Atlanta University, the AUC. We have, the AUC consists of Clark Atlanta University, Morehouse College, Spelman College. You know, I was in a place where I was hopping job to job to job, from, you know, one job to another. Never stayed at one job for longer than a year, ever. Just trying to figure out, you know, what was going to be it for me. And honestly, I used to just complain. I used to whine all the time about the jobs that I had, but it was preparing me for this right here, you know, being a chairwoman. It prepared me for school. It prepared me for, you know, what was to come. Those were those blessings in disguise, and I didn't realize at the time. But, you know, I went to Clark. I was a business major. Ended up, you know, crossing. I pledged. That's Seventh Day Sorority Incorporated. And then that's when I actually, you know, started branching out to the other schools, Spelman and Morehouse, getting to know different people and networking. And I ended up meeting someone known as Bryce Thompson. Currently Chairman 750. Met up with him, and you know, cool people. You know, he was Kappa, I was a Delta, and I ended up seeing that he was posting on Snapchat at the time, and he had these little charter squiggle marks. So I'm like, man, what exactly is that? You know, so I hit him up. I was like, Bryce, like, what is this? You know, he's like, hey, we're making money in the foreign exchange market. And I'm like, what is that? He was like, you know, you'll be amazing at it. I ended up meeting up with him, and as well, Mr. Nathan Samuel, Chairman 250 right now, which is crazy. At the time, you know, Bryce was what, I believe a P2000. Nate at the time was what, P600. We met up at the T-spot. They were breaking it down to me exactly what, you know, Forex was. I still was I was so confused. And maybe like a month later, I ended up signing up. And it was a leap of faith because at the time I only had maybe like $400 to my name at the time. To sign up to enroll was $195. And you know, it was something about that moment when I was with Bryce and Nate. It wasn't technically Forex itself. It was just that moment I had with them and how they were thinking, how they were moving, and the passion behind, you know, their voice about it. Like, it was one of just those moments, and I thank God for, you know, allowing me to be in that space with them at that very moment, because ain't no telling where I'll be right now. I ended up getting, you know, on, and from there, it just took off. You know, this process right here has been such a blessing. It wasn't always perfect. It still isn't perfect, but that's the best part about it, that it's not perfect. That it's not always the best, that it's not always going in an upward trend. That's the best part about it, because these are lessons that, you know, we get to get at, you know, 23 years old, 24 years old, 22, 18 years old. You're able to grab these lessons that people don't get until they're 70. And it's no matter, regardless of just being in this business, it's going to prepare us for anything and everything that's coming our way, you know, because we have just accepted and we accepted the process, we committed to the process. No matter what anyone is saying, no matter what happens, like, we're ready.
She got a thing for the money. She got a thing for the money. Poke it out, stick it out, throw it back. I got the baddest out of the city. She got my name on top of her. I do my dance when I get jiggy. I do my
So a little bit about, my story and just, how I got started in the business. First and foremost, my first time joining Trade House was in 2018. I believe I joined with Nathan Samuel. He was like a Platinum 600, Platinum 1000 in the business. I joined because, I'm from the same area as Nate, Long Island, New York. So I met Nate when I was like in 6th grade. So I kind of already knew Nate. And I was just, living in Atlanta, coming to high school in Atlanta, living in Atlanta. And it was just like a coincidence that Nate, he went to Morehouse in Atlanta. I was already in Atlanta. So, I found like it was kind of like a perfect opportunity just to try it out at first, because I seen the success that he was creating for other people, just starting out. So I joined, and I didn't say take it too serious. I didn't say focus on it too much. I joined, of course, because I saw people making money. I was like, okay, cool, of course, I would like to make some money. So of course, I didn't stay for too long. Like I remember joining Trade House, and I remember watching it grow to 500 people, 600 people, 700 people, and I was just crazy. Today, like we have over 70,000 plus people. But back then when I did join, I stayed for like a few months. I ended up falling off, going back to work, whatever I was doing. I ended up going back to doing that, and then I watched Nate go Chairman 10. Right, so I joined. He was like Platinum 6, Platinum 1000, and then when I fell off, when I took a step back, I watched Nate go Chairman 10 because one thing about this business, it's going to continue moving with or without you. You know what I mean? And like I watched Bryce go Chairman 10, I watched Nate go Chairman 10, and once he hit Chairman 10, I told myself, I'm like, nah, I'm bugging out. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't trying to be at work. I'm still trying to figure it out, trying to see what I'm gonna do. I didn't go to college. I didn't, have the best skill sets to go get a good job, whatever the case may be. So I'm trying to figure out, like, what am I gonna do? So now, 2019 rolled around, and, I wrote it down, my New Year's resolution. I said, I'm gonna get back with Forex, and I'm gonna take it serious. And, like, I remember writing it down. I probably got it on my phone somewhere. But, 2019 came around, and I believe I joined January 27th, 2019. I got back, and I remember texting Nate. I said, yo, I'm back. He said, all right, back, and then as I started to get back into the business, like I said, I just want to take it more serious this time around. So, I started, I plugged into the trainings. I learned what I had to learn on the Harmonic Scanner, SK5, whatever the case may be, and I got myself some real results this time. And honestly, like I didn't come into the business like expecting, like I just say I didn't expect to go chairman, or like I wasn't looking at chairman, but I came in, like I said, just wanting to take it serious. Like whatever serious was, whatever I had to do, I was gonna do it. And just so happened to be that as I'm actually I'm pulling up to this house for the team building, it's back in 1402. You know what I mean? And I'm learning from them, I'm taking notes, I'm being around the environment, I'm just observing and duplicating. When I got back, but after like I actually had some real results. Okay, I understand. I was able to understand now what it actually took to get other people's results and go chairman. That's exactly what I did. So just to continue going about like how I really like got here today. Honestly, it's just simply just from like literally like linking up with Nate every single day. Like I remember going to his house one time. I was unranked, like probably like a couple days in, a couple weeks in the business, whatever the case may be. And like it kind of worked out because, like I said, I kind of already knew Nate since I was in 6th grade. So for me to be around now, it's like it was just kind of natural. I get both from the towns. People I know people that he knows. So it's kind of just like, it was already like a click, right? And then, he told me one day when I'm at his house. Right, he said, just link me every day. Just pull up on me every single day. And like, literally, it's crazy. I was just on a call just now, just talking about it. But like he said, pull up on me every single day. And I promise you, he didn't have to tell me twice, and that's exactly what I did. Like, I pulled up on him each and every single day. You know what I mean? You know, it's him and it's Ray in the house. You know, like I said, I'm watching them, I'm learning from them. I'm not really asking too many questions, because that's not really me. I don't talk too much. So I'm just watching them and I'm observing them. I didn't have to ask any questions, because they're doing every single thing in front of me, and I'm watching them each and every single day. So I had to realize that, okay, all I have to do is do exactly what they do, and you know how they do it, or 10 times better, you know, or at least my best, right? So he told me to pull up every day, and then a lot of people kind of know the story. You know, it just like kind of naturally happened where, you know, I just happened just to start falling asleep on his couch, right? And then that's how, you know, that really kind of like, you know, how I want chairman, honestly. Like, that's why, like, a lot of people now, they're like, yo, like, when it comes to your couch, like, what I gotta do is just stay close around the fire. And, like, that's really what I did, just coming up, you know, unranked to now, just stay as close as possible to the fire. And, you know, so I started sleeping on his couch, I'm waking up, and, like, literally, like, I'm staying at his house, and I don't have, like, I'm not packing an overnight bag, because I'm just there, like, I'm waking up, my breath is hot, no shower, I'm going back home 4 or 5 o'clock, and I'm coming right back to his house, and then we're doing it all over again. We launching, we working, you know what I mean? Just things of that nature.
All I do is get money, get money, get money, get money. I'm getting money, I'm getting money.
Okay, so my story. Everybody, being honest with you, I was your college drug dealer. I was your college person who had the flavors of weed, who was selling you weed. But I only did that because I did not want to ever live a life where money was a problem. So it's like, that's why I used to do that. So I started hearing about this opportunity spring 2018. One of my brothers. I actually also write TV shows as well. I'm in the film and TV business, like acting in TV shows. I've written TV shows, pilots, short films, and more. So I already had plans to develop wealth, but I just wanted the wealth to come now. And as I'm working on TV and film, I'm noticing that this takes time and it takes money. So I'm telling myself, okay, like I'm gonna have to, even though I really don't want to, I'm like, I might have to get a job and work on a TV show while doing it. Spring 2018, when my brother wrote a TV show with, he's expressing how he's making money through currencies. At the time, like I said, I was a college drug dealer, so I'm like, dude, he's not making nearly as much as me. So he's sending Zoom links. My brother Bryce Thompson is the same. These are like platinum 2000s, platinum 1000s at the time. Like, it's crazy, different time. But I'm ignoring all of it. I'm like, whatever. But then I come home from school, junior year, summer, May 2018. I came home like May 24th, right? Link with my friends and I'll go. We came on the weekend. And then one thing about the summer, I told Josh, I go, this summer we're gonna finish our TV show. That summer we finished our pilot. So I talked to Josh now, and Josh, he goes and he's trading. He turns $50 to 80 in front of me, trading the US dollar, Canadian dollar, and US dollar Mexican, US dollar peso. I see it. He tells me I'm trading Forex. We predicted market to go down. I sold it, I made money. And at the time I also traded stocks. I trade stocks, I try to invest in Bitcoin. I'm getting in the investing lane. But now I'm seeing something that's like daily. I'm like, tell me, this is daily money. Like investing in stocks, I'm looking at the stocks did tomorrow. I'm looking at crypto did really like day by day. He's doing it like this. Like he didn't take profit to get into the trade while working on. He entered the trade while working on TV show. He take profit by the time it ends. So I'm like, yo, Roman, I need no information. I need a webinar. I'm like, yo, send me a link. Go ahead. Send me a link. I don't care. What, $225? Enrolled. No webinar, no nothing. I came in with the idea to make money. Fast forward, first day trading, no income claims, but I multiplied my money by a substantial amount, right? Fund up below 200, I multiplied it in about 25 minutes. Mind blown. You couldn't tell me I was gonna come out this summer making 6 figures. I'm like, okay, I just did this, ended up with more. So then, I went on to just do me. After I made money, I decided to listen to a webinar. I got 2 and free because I had results. People enrolled. I wasn't really ranking up or leveling up, and I didn't really care to. I didn't want to lose my image of who I was. At the end of the day, I knew like, yo, like I'm gonna be a TV show star. I'm gonna be a film star. I'm gonna be somebody who directs some directs TV shows and stuff like that. So didn't really do that. I just went the whole summer just trading. Like, yeah, I was showing myself making money here and there, but I didn't really push showing people the information. Most importantly, I didn't understand the value in what was really going on. I did not understand the value in that I was trading money for my phone. And then the summer goes on, I ain't gonna lie, I was doing me, like I said. I was not using the strategies, the academy services. I wasn't doing any of that. I proceeded to lose about $4,000. Proceeded to lose all the money I had saved at the time. Lost it all of it. Josh used to tell me, my brother used to tell me, like, he used to apologize for introducing me to the opportunity. He's like, yo, like, you lost money, like, I'm sorry. I used to tell him, like, yo, like, this is all gonna make sense. We hear what that guy Bryce be talking about, right? Like, this is all gonna make sense. We're just the beginning. We got this. I get back to school. I take a school refund. I put the whole thing in the market. At the time now, my brothers who introduced me to opportunity, they all went inactive. So I was by myself. I had seen Nate that summer at a party. I saw Nate at that summer at a party, so we established a relationship, me and him. But I was kind of alone in the opportunity because like everybody who introduced me, they stopped doing it, went back to school, they left, whatever. They wasn't really focusing. But I was focusing because I just understood the skill of being able to multiply your money. So then, so I went back to school. I don't think it's fair that I'm by myself. So I started reaching out to other leaders in Trade House. Person knows who it is. Like I actually get a whole new upline. A whole new person I'm gonna enroll and say, yo, bro, I'm gonna get a new upline. Like, yo, I'm gonna go one more thing too. Reason why my success is here because my brother Josh C. But do not want to forget my brother JSDG Beats, Josh C, platinum producer. He is a platinum producer, makes beats for Migos. He got paid that summer from his Migos album and blew the money with me. So now he gave me another like charisma from like, yo, like I just watched my friend wait a year to get paid to lose it. Because the opportunity, we getting this back, bro. Oh God. So Jocelyn with me the whole time. Jocelyn never wanted to leave. There's one person, he always saw the vision. He just believed in what we were doing. So Jocelyn stays. I go back, me and Jocelyn talk about what mentors we should get. We come to agreement and we pick a mentor, right? But because of the relationship I made with Nate that summer, because of like how comfortable like he made me to be like, yo, like I got you, contact you. I simply called Nate and said, yo, like, I'm about to leave. I'm about to enroll with X, Y, and Z. I just want you to know that, because like, you know, I just feel like obligated to like, you know, let you know at the end of the day, you enrolled my mates. Nate goes and says, nah, don't do that. I got you. We'll talk every day. Never not for free contact. I'm like, all right. Nate enrolls me. 11 months later, I'm a chairman. I come back to school, like 11 months later, I'm a chairman. I'm blessed to have the wonderful chairwomen and chairman you see today who craft with me and really see what's going on. We have Jacine, we have the wonderful Chicago Queen Anta, we have Ivy League student Gabe, I have work ethic killer Max, Chairman 10 Max, we got crafty Driz, Daryl, I got the GOAT, I'm calling DT the GOAT right now because today he popped his dad as a chairman. And then I said Jacine, but answered Jacine. I don't forget anybody. Gabe, Darren, Max. Yeah. So like that's really that. And then like really my truth. One thing I tell you about watching this, the true secret to success is staying success focused. Staying focused on success. One thing about me is I'm good at ignoring things. Some people don't believe me, I like it. It makes me hungry, like, okay, don't believe me. Let me make you believe it. But I also was blessed to have a few set of people who believed in me as well. I remember calling Mixon as a Platinum 1000, and Mixon telling me about how he believes too. And watching him grow within the opportunity and pay attention and believe with me increased my belief system. So if you're watching this, if there's anybody in business who believes, why don't you surround yourself with them? Why don't you talk to them? Why don't you help them? Why don't you help uplift their success instead of create other success? You know what I mean? So like that's really my story. So like the whole route to chairman, like me, I wasn't really a motivator or nothing like that. I was showing you how to make money in the markets, I was showing you me make money in the markets. I'm showing you how to make money in the markets. And I'm showing you that there's not other legal things you can do to make this amount of money. So what's more important than running this up right now? That's really it. I hit chairman in 11 months, and then, if you want to go all the way to 50, I hit chairman in 11 months. And then after hitting chairman, I said there's more to the business than just making money. I had developed myself mentally. I developed who I was as a leader. I had changed the way I spoke. I had changed the way I approached, changed the way I talked. Because of that, I was stuck at chairman for like 7 months. But then when I hit chairman 25, I went to chairman 50 in 3 weeks, and I'm happy grateful now, chairman 100 done by the end of the year. And it's like, that's basically it. Like, I just learned how to grow mentally. I grew how to be solution oriented. I grew to have immense patience. Patience is key.
You're in full control of what you do with your time. So if you become aware of the fact that you can literally pick this rank out, all you have to do is backtrack exactly what people did. Go look at the seeds that were planted. Tell me what rank can't you hit again? You know Bryce Thompson, right? If you don't know him personally, you know where to find his work ethic. Instagram, YouTube, our peers. The information is literally right in front of our face. I I say to leaders all the time, sometimes they just whiff right under your nose. But it's the awareness, excuse me, that's gonna help. It may be perceived that the trading code with Nathan Samuel is gonna be more valuable for your specific business, but in reality, it's your business. It's your business. No man and no person can ever add more value to your business than you can. Doing all roads lead to chairman to make sure everybody understands that you pick chairman. Chairman doesn't pick you. I'm 23 years old, from Long Island, New York. And my only desire in life is to see you win at the highest rate. Shout out to Pat.
22, we could do whatever. Why? Cause I wear Dior sweaters, I wear Dior sneakers, I wear Dior jeans, I wear Dior everything. I'm a fiend. Dior this, Dior that. Shorty really don't know how to act. And she like me cause I'm black. And she know I'm holding up the pack.
Check, shout out to Pat. Trade house for lifer. I don't know about you, but I'm a trade house for lifer. Shout out to Pat. Since I was a young boy, I've done several things with my life. And it would always be around making sure other people were getting uplifted. And I get like a thrill out of it. I can't explain it. But I knew God needed me to be right here at this specific time, at this specific day. Just like you will have problems and pains, right? And I want you to be able to make sure that you reach a certain level in your life where you're practicing. I want you to reach a certain level in your life where you live in abundance. That's what it is. I want you to reach a certain level in your life where you reach abundance. And you're not going to reach abundance just by necessarily income, money. I need you to reach abundance in all areas of your life. Right? Financially, I'll put you there. I'll start you there. Okay, boom, financially. But there's several people who have money who aren't happy. It's because they don't have abundance in all areas of life. You want abundance, mainly spiritually, physically, emotionally, financially, of course. But that's my goal in your life, to make sure that you receive abundance. And so on a day-to-day basis, I do things with my time that can add abundance in your life. I'm grateful for God, for Him to be able to allow for us to be in this vehicle that can help so many people. And I'm grateful for God for Him to provide me with this awareness of how I can make sure that all of my family members live in abundance. I'm grateful for God for Him humbling me when I need to be humbled, to make sure that I can continue to be an effective leader, brother, little brother, whatever you may call me. I'm grateful for God for it all. And I'm sitting here before you to tell you today that we're going to make sure you get there. But I need you to make sure you capture the value that is being presented to you today here. I need you to make sure that you capture the value in this story, in this tale. Because if you're not aware of it, then it won't ever happen. But there are people out there praying for you every day. I'm praying for you every single day, whether you know it or not, whether you like me or not. I'm praying for you. I don't have an ounce of hate in my blood for not a single person on this universe. All right? I want to remind you to be humble today. I want to remind you to be grateful today. I want you to remind you to be truthful today. And you can still love all the things you love that make you who you are at your deepest core. You can still wear the clothes you wear. You can still, have the opinions you have. But ultimately, we also have to understand, for us to create this life of abundance that we want, we're going to have to become submissive to something other than ourselves. And I'm grateful for God, for him, for allowing for me to be a voice of reason for people who are looking to create abundance in their life. And I don't take that position lightly. I truly don't take that position lightly, because I understand that I understand that I could potentially cripple a lot of people. And that's why I'm grateful, and that's why I'm so serious about where I am in my position. You have to understand, as a chairman leader, as a chairwoman leader, quote unquote, whatever the case may be, you have to understand that it's God's grace why we're here. We have to be grateful to be able to be in these positions and inspire the masses and spread love and do all the things which you're doing on a day-to-day basis. All right, but I want to remind you here today that it's your responsibility to make sure that you go hard. You go out there, you be the best version of yourself. But sometimes you got to realize that your best version of yourself may not be good enough. Your best version of yourself may not be what God is going to allow for you to evolve to become. Right now, I'm very big on trying to make sure that my family become aware to the same things that I'm aware of, so they can reap the benefits from this life the same way I have. And it goes deeper than just the trainings, the education, the luxurious stuff, the information. It's just a way of life. It's a way of life. And I want them to start to embrace this way of living, similar to I do. The life where we live for others, we serve for others. All right, I'm what you call a servant individual, a servant leader, quote unquote. I'm really a servant student. All right, because the best leaders, check this out. The best leaders are the best students. So you can refer to me as a servant student. But I just live a life of serve. I've been 2020 has taught me so much. It's made me so grateful for just who I am as an individual. Simply because of how much I've had to do for others. And I don't ever talk about what I've done for others or what I'm able to provide for not only my family, but the world, my community. But I don't ever talk about it from a perspective of this is what I've done. All right, but I always refer to it, or I talk about it from a perspective of this is what you can do. All right, because I know that where I come from, the upbringing that I've had my whole life, the odds weren't in my favor, to say the least. So for me to be walking around this earth, being able to help people, serve people, inspire people, just pour my blessings and the resources that I have at my disposal, just be able to pour it out to those around me, those directly, indirectly, it warms my heart. And that's where I'm kind of at with my leaders, to ensure, okay, you reach this level of abundance. And I realize that this level of abundance, it's going to come after an insane amount of work ethic and time dedicated to your success. All right, let's take out the word ethic for real. It's going to come after you dedicated a certain amount of time to your success in your career and your craft. And it's super important for me to make sure that you understand that we haven't made it yet. We found new levels of success, but we have to backtrack the seeds of our success so we can make sure it's duplicatable for others, so we can make sure we can pass it on to others, so we can make sure others can start to reap what you're reaping here today. All right, and you have to realize that's going to come with you dedicating time, you putting in the time, you staying in the know, staying in the now. All right, I've realized that this industry, these ranks, these titles, these accolades, it confuses us a bit. It confuses us a bit because you may be under the perception that because we've reached a certain rank, because I've reached a certain rank, there's a certain way of living that comes with that. There's a certain level of arrogance or confidence that comes with that. All right, but I've realized, and I'm telling my leaders now more than ever now, making sure they understand that it's who you are that creates the rank. It's who you are that creates the results around you. It's who you are as a person, the reason you live the life you live.
Them that Nate gave me, I'm gonna be honest, I can't give you one, I gotta give you a few. Because it's like, trust me, one thing I'll never forget, Nate, is humbleness. Humbleness is key. Because like, we could be doing a lot, saying a lot, acting a certain way. They don't. One thing that Nate told me personally though, like Nick has told me a lot, but one thing he told me personally was just, getting to know people. I'll say that's a lot. To like really get to know people. Know people in your order. Know them like this. And then one thing that Nate told me that changed my whole life, one thing for a fact when I was Chairman 10, and Nate told me to calm down. When somebody's not always calm, sometimes in my voice, I let you know my frustration, how I'm feeling. And Nate told me just chill. I don't know why, like, I've been told that before, but like the way he worded it just made me like really get it, you know, like just, yeah, that's one of the biggest things you told me, bro. I know Nate probably watched this, like, really tell me just chill. Like, just chill, leave it up to God, be grateful for everything. Be grateful for people being bad to you, be grateful for people being good to you, because that's truly how, like, more good comes to you, once you're just grateful. Because think about it, it's a decision. You can be grateful, you can be upset. Be grateful, or you can be ungrateful. You can be grateful you have something, you can be like, I want more. But if you're grateful you have stuff, and you keep putting it like, okay, I'm grateful I have this, it's gonna give you more lanes, more opportunities to get more. Because like, okay, I have this is nice. What else is nice? When you're ungrateful, you're focused on disadvantages instead of advantages. You're focused on everything that's not going well. You focus on what you don't have. And when you focus on what you don't have, you start losing more things you have. That's a lot of things people don't realize.
I can't say that I have like one specific gem because, like I said, it's just, you know, you may think that you have all the gems, but you just come back around with some more stew, with some more gems, and it's just like, all right, dang, bro, like he just always lets us know, and just me know, all right, Rick, like we're not there yet. You know what I mean? Like we don't have time to get tired. We don't have time to take a day off. You know, we don't have time to, you know, let's say pass the torch just yet. Like we gotta stay in there. You know, you still gotta show. Like he was just saying it. But overall, like I really just the biggest thing that he just always, you know, that really sticks to me honestly is just, you know, all right, like we're not there yet. And then even when you get there, when you feel like you get there, guess what? You gotta help more people get there as well. You know what I mean? So like that's one of the biggest things that, you know, I keep with me. That I just keep in the back of my mind, honestly, like, okay, cool. It's like I'm not there yet. And on top of that, I gotta help more people get through the door.
There's so many. One of them would be when he brought up don't get too big for the little things, or the little things will get too big for you. Hit home. I use it all the time now. After I heard it from him, I use it all the time, because it's just like you'll have those moments, you'll have those days where, you know, you're feeling like you done made it. Oh, you know, I'm big balling, or you get just flat out lazy, or, you know, something's distracting you, whatever the case may be. But when you remember, like, you know, just remember the little things that, you know, got you to where you are.
Everyone, to show them how they can be making money through their phones, okay? Easily.
Regardless of who you are, if you're the president, or if you're the 12th grade student who just joined our investment group last week, we're looking to change your life. We're looking to put some more money in your pocket. This is not to say you're broke. This is not to say you're already, you know, not on to success. However, this is just another opportunity for you to continue to reach financial freedom.
So one gem, you know, Nate gave me, I could go so many, you know what I mean? Like I could go so many different angles on this one, but, you know, one that I'll say, you know, for one that I'll say for somebody probably watching this right now, is just like you are a result of the information you're submissive to. You know what I mean? Because like wherever anybody else or wherever anyone is in life, you know, it's just a result of the information that they've truly been submissive to. You know, so I remember I was Platinum 5000 at the time. We were in New York, and you know, Nathan Samuel said that to me, and this one gem that always stuck with me. You know, it's one gem that always kind of like, it just makes sense. You know, no matter what level, no matter, you know, what type of money, no matter what type of impact, no matter what type of success, it's just like you're gonna be a result of the information that you're submissive to. You know, because most people they'll stop being submissive when they get a level of success, and to me personally, that's when you become the most submissive you've ever been. You know, you make more money. The trick to it is you become more submissive. You know, you get more success. The trick to it is you become more submissive. So that's like one big gem that I always carry with me.
Right. So the last thing that I'm gonna leave you guys with here, as we conclude and we go back in the field, because I don't want you to think that this is just gonna be over and life stops, work stops. Life never actually ends and stops. As I'm sitting here, I'm looking at my cell phone, my business phone. We got 46 more text messages. I got 2 more missed calls. And life is happening right now. Life is actually happening. And I feel like it's unique that God chose us to shoot today. Because obviously, you know, if you have successful people, one thing you got to realize too, successful people, when they're working in their own realms, sometimes it's harder for them to get back together and collaborate and work on the things that they're working on. Like, let's say, for example, maybe me and Lloyd, me and Bryce, me and Ray, me and Josh, me and Brandon, because we're out in our respective worlds doing the things that we need to do. So when we come back now, we can have this loving ambience that we can continue to pour out and bounce back off each other, so to speak. And I feel like it's unique that the Lord chose this day for me and Lloyd to continue to work on the documentary and the movie for the family. Just because of the one word belief right now, especially like belief. If you ask me what is the number one prominent thing that's driving me after faith and prayer and God, like what's the number one thing that's driving me on a day-to-day basis to continue to just push to want to try to do better or be better or do the trainings or do the Zooms or be here, be there, do this, do that, book this flight. It's belief. And not only belief in myself, but belief in us. Belief in me, belief in you, and belief in what we have together that's going to allow for us to continue to make sure we leave our dent and our mark in this world on belief. And I challenge you, as you go back out in the world and you do whatever you do, I want to remind you that it costs nothing to believe, so you believe to the umpteenth degree. You believe in yourself more than anybody in the world will ever believe in themselves. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's not a competition. However, I want to remind you to believe that you can do all things, you can achieve all things, you can obtain all things, you can maintain all things. All right, because there will become a point in your life where the money, the influence, the houses, the cars, the jewelry, etc. There will come a point in your life where it won't be enough. And one thing that I want people to understand is that the only way you truly satisfy your appetite of success, and the only way you truly satisfy your appetite of walking in your purpose, and just being greater and wanting more, the only way you truly satisfy that is belief. And I want to let you in on a secret here today. I'm going to close you off on this speaking. That you're actually composed of 3 different factors. You're composed of the mind, composed of the body, you're also composed of the spirit now. All right? The spirit. And I want you to realize that the spirit is the God inside you. All right? And God created us. He created us in His image. All right? And the spirit actually operates in it now. All right? I want you to close your eyes right now. And I want you to realize the spirit operates in it now. Close your eyes. I want you to start to think. As we end this video off, I want you to think of where you're going to be in 6 years. Think of the life you're going to live in 6 years. Think about what you will have done for your community, what you will have done for your family. Think about the several businesses that you're going to have. Think about the friends and family, all right, who you're going to have positively impacted. Think about the resources that you're going to have to be able to help so many people. Think about all of the events. Think about all of the trainings, all of the Zoom links that you went on, all of the take profits, all of the stop losses, all of the blown accounts. All right. Think about all of the properties you have. All right. Think about all of the employees you have. Think about all of the charitable donations you've made, the cars you have, the jewelry you have. It's all there. You close your mind, you can see it, you can believe it, you can feel it, because the spirit operates in it now. The spirit operates in it now. All right, see it, feel it, believe it, obtain it. Understand that these are all things that are going to happen for you. You're seeing it now. It is going to happen for you. All great things that you've done in your life in the past, a lot of them you've envisioned them before, and then it happened. All right, that was your spirit operating. I want you to keep your eyes closed now. Truly believe, truly start to think and embrace about the life that you are going to be living as a result of the day-to-day work that you put forth starting today. Right now, your spirit is operating. It's functioning. You're seeing it. You're believing it. You're envisioning it. All right, I want you to think about your foundation. Now you have a foundation. Think about the events you have for your foundation. Think about what you're able to do, all right, for the world in several different countries. Now you're helping out in Barbados, Jamaica, St. Vincent, Trinidad and Tobago, El Salvador, Ecuador, Puerto Rico, Mexico, Argentina, London, Germany, Russia. Just think about it. Think about your closest peers, your loved ones, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister. Think about the disbelief in their faces when they see you go out there and shock the world. Well, not even the disbelief. Think about the love. Think about the passion. Think about the love, the excitement that they're going to have for you when you go out and do it. Now open your eyes. Open your eyes, open your eyes. Look at your hands. Everything that you just felt, did you feel it? Yes, you felt it. Now you open your eyes, it's like you still feel it happened. But now we're back in reality. We're back in reality. And your only goal in life now should be, the only thing that you should be worrying about, that you should focus 100% of your time on, that you should sacrifice everything on, is allowing to make sure that the body and the mind meet up with what the spirit has set up for you. Right? When you just close your eyes, all of the great things that you envisioned and saw is what the spirit has set up for you. Now, your only goal in life is to make sure that you allow for the body and the mind to meet up with the spirit. All right, and that is what Mr. Samuel calls walking in your purpose. So when you hear me say in this documentary, in this movie, I keep referencing walking in your purpose, that's exactly what I'm talking about. All right, and the biggest secret that I'm going to let you in on right now, before I let you go back over into walking in your purpose and creating massive success in this world, is that this is why the game of life is so joyful and it's so fun. Because now, every day as you begin to allow for the body and the mind to meet up with what the spirit has going, what happens now when the body and the mind meets up with the spirit? The spirit then again sets up and goes for more. And that's why you're going to be the greatest in the world, and no one will be able to stop you. I love you. Over and out, Mr. Samuel.